to the team's post-game comments.
Sure.
Lots were said, whether it's from Robert's post-game press conference or in the locker room. Garcon was heated again. A lot of folks were talking about how they seemed like the Eagles knew what was coming. What does that say? I mean, does that point to Shanahan as well?
No, honestly, and I don't know that this is a popular opinion or not, I think that Robert Griffin III needs to show a little bit more discretion when he's talking to the media. I think that if he has problems with the Eagles knowing what was coming, which evidently it seemed like he did, I think those are great things to have a conversation with your coach about and not have a conversation with the world about first. And people have said, oh, he's taken out of context. Later he said, no matter what the play is, we still have to execute, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But there have been 4, 5, 6 times where this has happened.
We clearly say he's taken out of context every time he says
he wasn't taking
in context what he means.
From the summer on, he has said plenty of things that have given ammunition to people who want to see a rift there. And if
he doesn't like Kyle. I mean,
well, there you go.
It's not. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I wrote about this way back in the offseason, and I got killed on Twitter when I wrote about it because I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just trying to. No, he does not like Kyle. Okay, I mean,
but that sounds so.
Absolute.
I can't even say it.
Absolute.
It's the B word, people. It's
Well,
the B word. It's B stuff. All right.
Okay, Jason.
And look that up in the Urban Dictionary.
Actually, both of you. Even if he doesn't like him, even if there is this
That's
issue,
your coach.
Doesn't he?
Absolutely.
And he's
Absolutely.
a part of your employer.
Absolutely.
I had 5 coaches, right? What? I had 5 coaches in 4 years and made 3 Pro Bowls in those years.
You still do your job.
You do your job. Since when do I get? I don't like him. Really?
Well, he hasn't come out and said that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
it's some of the things that we're
You're saying it's a calculated. What he's saying is calculated to the media, and you're saying he should shut up.
You say our game plan was so bad that the other team knew what we were doing before we did it. I don't know any other way you can interpret that other than. Let
me add this to the conversation. I watched a game where an undefeated team played a 1-loss team. You can play against Peyton Manning 20 times out of 20 times, and you will know exactly what that team is about to do to you. They are going to run timing routes. They are going to run screens. They're going to run draws with their running back and stretch plays. 4 plays, people. 4 variations of a play, and he will spank your tail 9.5 times out of 10.
And, okay, I totally agree with you.
9.5 times out of 10.
And possibly the most famous story in Redskins franchise history involved the Hogs going to the line of scrimmage
and telling them,
Randy White,
we're going this way.
I'm not saying this is that team or this is that circumstance, but if Robert Griffin III plays a perfect game, then he can come and say stuff like that. When he misses open receivers, it's really hard to go and say.
When you throw the ball up with 30-some seconds left and it's 3rd down and the game is on the line, you can't blame that on your coaches. I'm sorry.
He didn't blame that on his coaches.
I don't care whether he did or not.
He can't say what he said after that game, after the way he played.
All I know is you can't hold the ball an extended amount of time. You have, first of all, when you're evaluating and assessing a game, because players, God forbid, players have to be smart enough and have enough sense to adapt and adjust to what's going on with the feel of the game, where you adjust how you play. If the guys are storming the fort, you can't hold the ball that long. I don't care what the play call is. I don't care what you make the reasoning of it. You cannot hold the ball long enough for them to come in and knock the ball away from you. You can't. You just can't. I made it a point to say, okay, it's been like 3 games in a row that Robert, I don't know if y'all realize this, it's been like 3 games in a row his helmet's been knocked off. I just made it a point to watch and see how many other guys at quarterback lost their helmets during a game, and I did not see one. This man has lost it. I think he lost it multiple times in this last game. I think he lost his helmet multiple times. At what point in time do you say, I am going to assess this defense and I'm going to throw the ball, whether I throw it away, if I got a problem with if I got a problem with the way they're calling the games, then the way I'm going to show it, rather than talk to the media and hit messages, I'm going to throw this flipping ball away every single time that I'm in danger of getting hit, and I'm going to make a point. Make your point that way. Throw it away. I'm going to throw this ball away. And then we have to talk about the reality of the play calling, not him holding the ball too long, not him taking too many hits. That's what I'm trying to tell you.